everybody, and welcome to this tapping session. In today's session, we are tapping for the resistance of the aging process. Many of us who are in ripe bodies or bodies that are ripening find that we have a resistance to this process of aging that is happening in the body. We know that it is inevitable and it's the way of life. But still, there is a resistance, there is a grief of the loss of a body or of the way we looked in our earlier years. So this tapping is to kind of take care of that resistance so that we come into acceptance of what is and recognize who we truly are. So like all tapping sessions, we begin with taking a drink of water. But before that, if you want to know what tapping is and a little bit more about tapping, you can go to my first video in this playlist, which is called Tapping Companion, and you can find out more about tapping. Like all tapping sessions, we are going to begin with getting a drink of water. Sit on your chair comfortably with your hands on your lap, palms facing up, and gently close your eyes. Just allow your body to be on this chair, your feet on the ground. And watch the breath going in and out. Now, as you're sitting here, tap into that resistance that you feel for the aging process. Wherever you are in the process, just recognize that resistance and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the least and 10 being the most. And once you've rated it, you can open your eyes. So just keep watching me and tapping on the points that I'm tapping and repeat the sentences that I'm saying. The gaps that you find are for the repetition. It's advisable to repeat it loudly, but if you can't do so, it's okay to repeat it in your head. Like I always say, if these statements do not resonate with you, then replace them with statements that do resonate with you. Let's begin. Start on the karate chop point, tapping. Even though I feel this resistance to aging, I honor how I feel and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel the resistance to aging as a constriction in my body, I honor how I feel and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I recognize resistance to aging as thoughts in my head, I honor how I feel and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now let's go through the points, starting with the eyebrow. My body is aging and I really don't want it to. Side of the eyes. I want to look how I looked in my 20s. I really miss how I looked in my 20s. I want to have strength like I had in my 20s. I hate how I can't do so many things now that I could do then. I really don't like depending on others. It makes me feel useless. I sometimes feel like younger people don't want to hang out with me or even want to talk to me. That makes me feel unwanted and lonely. I don't understand some things that are going on these days, and it really makes me feel irrelevant. I'm not okay with that. I want to be relevant. I see myself starting all my conversations with, in our days, those days. I feel like the only place I feel happy is the past. Come to your wrist. The present is really hard. Since I know I am in resistance to what is here, that is the aging process is happening. I know it was always happening, but it has become obvious now. I no longer have the job that kept me so busy. I recognize that I somehow found my identity or my worth through this job that I was doing. I did not see who I truly am. My kids are all grown up. They don't need me now like before, and they're all living their own lives. I feel not needed. I feel I don't matter. I also feel a void in my life because this job is not there, the children are all grown up, my body is not the same. I'm scared of illness and death. It seems like it's just around the corner. And I see that I feel sucked into conversations around ill health. This makes me even more fearful, but I still talk about it. Because I don't know what else to talk about. I feel lost, lonely, and unseen. Come back to the points. I have regrets, and that is scary because I feel like I cannot repair anymore. I also have many unfulfilled dreams, and I feel sad that they aren't realized. A part of me sees the inevitability of the aging process, illness and death. And this part of me that sees this seems to be ageless, fearless. It's just going with the flow. It's not in resistance at all. It's just a very small part. It's much weaker than my other part, which is fearing aging. A part of me acknowledges and is fulfilled with what my body could do in my younger days. This part is satisfied and peaceful. A part of me sees the beauty in the wrinkles, grey hair, and this frail body. It comes up once in a way and tells me how beautiful I am, just the way I am. That part knows that this body is not who I truly am. That which I truly am is formless, and beauty is an attribute that does not apply to it at all. A part of me recognizes that dwelling in the past is pointless. Life is happening in the here and the now. If I can set aside my beliefs and stop cherishing my opinions, I can find joy in the changing world around me. I can be a part of the conversations that happen around me. I see how I have this wonderful opportunity to be in this human body and experience what's unfolding with these eyes, these hands, these ears, and this skin. I'm getting to see all the seasons of life, and that is a privilege. I want to experience it fully by being in the here and the now, by being with the aging process. I am willing to accept this aging process. I am willing to experience this process fully. I recognize, or at least I'm willing to recognize, that it's a privilege to be here in this right body. And I really honor this privilege. Life is going on around me. I am willing to see how the sadness I feel about my diminishing strength, sociability, relevance is all related to the resistance I am feeling to aging. Others are not creating this sadness in me. I am creating this sadness by thinking certain thoughts. If someone did not call me, the fact is, they did not call me. The thought that they don't care, I am useless, I am old, and that's why they didn't call me, is a story that my mind is weaving, which is creating the sadness. I am willing to see this. I am willing to let go of stories that are depleting me of my energy. I am willing to sit with my feelings and let them alchemize me. I recognize that the aging process is a great portal for awakening. Let's go through the points again. I am willing to see the joy in being here in this body. I am willing to be an observer to all the changes that is happening to this body. I am willing to allow the resistance to aging also be. I am willing to see and discover the still, silent essence that I truly am. This essence that I am is ageless, formless, and is eternally powerful. I call my power back by recognizing who I truly am. When I discover and associate with this that I truly am, I feel peace, I feel power, joy, love, and I feel I'm in bliss. Aging is not even applicable to this realm. I am willing to recognize and see the peace, the power, joy, love, and bliss that I truly am. I am willing to see that which is withering and eventually dies is the body, and it is not who I truly am. Who I truly am is ageless, deathless, and is always here. I am willing to love and support this ripe body through the process of aging. I am willing to see that the access to who I truly am is here in this moment. I have the opportunity right now, right here, to stop following this story of aging, drop into my heart, and be the still, silent awareness that I am in this moment. I am safe. I love my body just the way it is. I am safe to age. Gently put your hand on your heart. Close your eyes and just allow your breath to go in and out and inhabit this body fully. Feel, embrace, and rejoice in it, in its ripeness. And as you sit here, just tap into and see if there's any resistance still left in your body. If you feel any more resistance in your thoughts or in your feelings, And it's okay, just allow it to be and come back to this tapping process as many times as you wish to enter the portal of presence and discover that which you truly are, moment by moment. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you may open your eyes and get a drink of water. Thank you for joining me on this tapping session, and I hope it helps you show up in peace, power, love, and kindness for yourself. Thank you and bye-bye.